Hello, my name is Rachel and I love playing with makeup. So I thought today we could just do a little chatty get ready with me so I can just talk about things going on in my life and put some makeup on. And let's start with, I am wearing these adorable Haunted Mansion ears that were gifted to me from my friend Pixie over at the channel Seakwin. She's been going through some health issues. I'm going to list her channel down in the description box below. So go over to her channel and send her some love and healing wishes. All right, let's see here. Where do we start? Guess I'll start with primer. I do have some dry patches on my skin as usual. They're a little bit better. I've started using castor oil before I go to bed. So I just slather my whole face in castor oil and then I just go to sleep because it's really thick and sticky. But by the time I wake up in the morning, usually my skin is feeling pretty decently soft from it. And I think it has been helping. I don't know about my top eyelashes, but I feel like my bottom eyelashes have been growing nicely because castor oil is supposed to help with hair growth as well. I keep forgetting I'm supposed to wax my eyebrows earlier today, but I completely forgot. But I got to do that. I guess I'll be doing that after I remove my makeup because obviously too late now. I'm already here. But yeah, so the castor oil, I can't say it's suddenly everyone on Facebook, it seemed like all the beauty gurus on Facebook for a brief period of time, because it seems to have faded off again. But there was this couple of months, just a month ago, where everyone was talking about castor oil. And I was like, isn't that the stuff that grandmas give you if you're constipated? And yes it is. But apparently it's also good for the skin. And it kind of made sense to me because my mother used to always use olive oil on her skin to remove her makeup and stuff like that. And she always had nice skin. So I was like, well, let's hop on this castor oil bandwagon and see what happens. So I bought a bottle of castor oil, probably not the best castor oil because you're supposed to get it in a glass bottle. And the one I got came in a plastic bottle, but it did claim to be organic. So who knows? But anyway, so I've been putting that on, like I said, I've been putting that on my face every night before bed. And it hasn't, it's been helping with the dry. It has been helping with the dry. I still have a couple small dry spots. I always get these weird dry spots right around my mouth and also up here next to my nose. But I feel like it has definitely improved the dryness parts. And like I said, I don't know about my top eyelashes, but my bottom eyelashes seem to have gotten a little longer, and I'll keep using it for a little while longer. I've been using it on and off for probably a month now. I started right before the cruise, literally the week before the cruise is when I started using it, but I didn't take it on the cruise. So I used it for a week and then skipped that week, and then have been sporadically using it since then because on the weekends when I go to Bryant's, I don't take it with me. So just when I'm home. But anyway, enough about all the castor oil. Let's start with this makeup. I've already wasted 3 minutes talking about castor oil. All right, so I'm starting with Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. This is from ZC. A long time ago, they did send me a little bit of makeup for review, and this was a primer that I really liked. It's almost empty. The packaging was really cute. It has this gold cap. So I'm almost out of it though. Their eyeshadows were more hit and miss because they're just not super pigmented, but I do still use a couple of their eyeshadow palettes as well. And I think this eyeliner I've been using is also ZC. Yeah, the black eyeliner I've been using is also ZC. For a while, I wasn't using eyeliner at all, but then I started using eyeliner again. I go through phases on my makeup. For a while, I was doing blush. Now I'm back to the no blush train. But let's just rub in some primer. Oh, darn it. I just remembered I also wanted to put in some of my contacts. Too late. I'm too lazy to go do that. We're just gonna keep going. I was going to do the blue contacts because I have a blue makeup look planned out for today, but that might have been too much blue anyway. Anyway, continuing on. My next step is I like to tape the corners of my eyes because I like those really harsh transitions. Sometimes I mess up the angle between the two eyes, so one is really up and the other's really over. And then I have to go in and do some corrective work. I don't know how many times I've done that. Hopefully this is even. So my next couple of weeks are going to be rather chaotic. what is today? I think today's like a Tuesday. This coming Saturday, I have a friend's wedding reception to go to up in Washington, D.C. She had like a very private marriage ceremony a few weeks back with just family, and then she's having a big wedding reception for all of her friends. She's like my longest friend. We've been friends since like 92, maybe 93. She's a little bit younger than me. Like how we met in like by today's standards, pretty terrible, because she was only 16 and she started dating a 27-year-old friend of mine. I was about 21 at the time, I think. And that's how I met her, was because she was a 16-year-old who started dating my 27-year-old friend. And back then, we kind of considered that kind of normal. I mean, there was a little bit of, really, Darren? sort of attitude, but, you know, we didn't... I don't know. Maybe it wasn't good that I, as a 21-year-old, started hanging out with the 16-year-old girl. But she had invited me out to dinner because, you know, I was one of her boyfriend's friends and she wanted to get to know me. So she invited me out to dinner and we started, you know, talking, and then we just sort of fell into friendship. And after him, she dated another mutual. And when things fell apart with her and that mutual, she moved in with me when she was 18 by that point. But she moved in with me at the townhouse I had in Winchester, Virginia. And, you know, we've just been pretty much best friends ever since. But let's see here. Sometimes when I look back to those earlier years, a lot of it was kind of toxic. But her and I, you know, we stuck it out. We're like I said, still great friends. But anyway, moving on to the makeup part, I am going to be using this Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. Apparently Juvia's Place is getting sued because they use a lot of those not safe for eye pigments that are legal in the UK but not in the US. And they don't mention on here that it's not some of the pigments may not be safe for the eyes. They kind of do. There's a warning for external use only. Discontinue use of signs of irritation or rash occurs. And then they give you they give you the colors that say are not intended for use around the immediate eye area. So at least on this palette, they do actually tell you that. So I'm not sure if that lawsuit's going to have, because that's what like all these palettes do, is they do that little warning of not, they give you the colors that have those pigments that aren't approved and say they're not for use around the immediate eye area, and let you decide whether or not you're going to do them, because I always put them around my immediate eye area. I'm not sensitive to them. But I thought that they didn't do that, and that's why there was a lawsuit, but they do. It's right there on the palette. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that lawsuit's going to go. I don't know enough about it. I just saw a quick blurb about it somewhere on YouTube. But anyway, let's get on with this. I am going to start, that one's kind of, I think I'm going to do a matte. I know I usually like to do shimmers, but today I'm going to do this matte. Do this lighter matte blue just all over, just completely all over my eyelid here. And I forgot my little sponge switch. I've got a paper towel here. I'll use that to change colors. The sponges are great because you can just brush that color right off and go to your new color. Oh wow, there was a lot of black on the brush I'm about to use. Okay, there we go. And like I said, I'm just gonna put that all over my eyelid. Second color, I'm going to go in with this like sort of a satiny black color from the Lashy Doodle Halloween palette that I got in that Gothic Beauty box, subscription box they had sent me for review. And I do love this palette, although I've given up on trying to use the glitters. Sometimes I can make them work okay, but I just don't like when I go to clean it off, then I just get covered in glitter everywhere. So I'm like, I just need to avoid the glitters. So I have been avoiding the glitters. But anyway, I'm going to use that, like I said, I'm going to use that black. And this is like a new way I've started doing my eyeshadow. My original way I would do my eyeshadow is I'd put a very light color down over the eyelid, like something almost the same color as my eyelid. And then I would do a color on the inside of the eye and then a color on the outside of the eye. But now I'm doing like a darker color all over my eyelid and then doing a even darker than that color to do sort of the little like swoop thingy, and then might go in with a more shimmery one on just the lid. But anyway, I didn't need to tell you all that. I could have just done it And moving on. All right, so I was talking about the hectic couple weeks I have coming up. I got sidetracked by by other stories. Chasing those rabbits. But anyway, let's see here. So far, so good. So then the week after that, because like we had the wedding up in DC this week. We got a hotel room going up Saturday, coming home Sunday. And then the week after that is the beach week, which is in North Carolina with Bryant and 50 of his friends. In this giant beachside mansion, like right on the beach. You just walk over the little dune, there's the beach. But we also have a pool with a lazy river, and it's like 3 floors, and there's an elevator and giant commercial kitchens and a theater, and it's really fun, really awesome. I'll try to do another vlog again this year. I did a short one last year. Hopefully, like I can capture a little more of it this year. I don't think I did a very good job of that last year. But anyway, and then immediately after that, I don't know how immediately, but within a couple weeks after that is when I have to finally move. Everything is ready and I have to just do it. I can't put it off anymore. I'm going to hire movers to come and because I don't want to deal with, I'm too old for lifting furniture and all of that. So I'm going to hire professional movers. It's not going to be cheap, but it's just what I'm going to have to do. And then once the movers are done moving all my stuff down there, then I'm going to have to get painters in to paint everything, because I did do some not neutral colors on several walls, plus there's like lots of cracks and still some like ceiling not issues, but like water stains from when there used to be leaks, but then we got the roof replaced and then a few other repairs done, and it finally stopped all the leaks that we would get on occasion. But I never, once we got it fixed, I never repainted over it, so there's still like some water stains on the ceiling in a couple of rooms. Like when we first moved in, we got like a brand new roof and they did a terrible job. And then I had to get other roofers to come in and fix their issues because they refused. They refused to come out and fix it. I had foolishly paid through PayPal friends and family because I trusted the guy foolishly, so there wasn't anything I could do legally. And he just completely blew me off when I was like, hey, it's only been 2 months and the roof is leaking. In places it wasn't leaking when I had the old falling apart roof. Apparently there's like nails that they put in to hold their boards in place for when they're up on the roof to give them like traction, and they didn't fill in the holes or something like that. And it was hard to find another roofer who would touch it because they're afraid that you're going to blame them for the issues that the previous roofer caused. But I finally did find people who fixed all that. That was all a mess in the beginning. But like I said, I just never worried about the painting. I didn't care enough about the interior appearance, but I am going to have to get that done before selling. Okay. And then there's just going to be like, after that, I'm not even sure what, like I'm going to have to get my little area set up down there and figure all that out. And of course videos might get sporadic at some point during all of this transition. Videos might get sporadic, and just to let you know, I'll probably try to like do things to keep you guys in the loop and stuff, but yeah. All right, where am I? What am I doing? Makeup. I'm trying to do my makeup here. The only thing I have left is to put something glittery on my eyelid, and I'm gonna go back to the Juvia's palette for that, and they've got like this really pretty sparkly blue, so I'm going to attempt to put that on, just on the lid. You won't even see it unless I close my eyes, which I do blink a lot when I talk, so. But my eyes are just so hooded that anything I put on my lid is not going to be visible when my eyes are open. I am getting a little bit of fallout from this one. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get these off. And I did have to use a wet wipe to remove the fallout, because when I tried to use just the cloth, it smeared it, and then I had blue streaks everywhere. So that wasn't a good look. So let me put a little bit more of this back on under my eyes. I'm going to do this face powder. Now, because I do have the dry patches, I probably wouldn't do this if I was actually leaving the house. I would just do the eyes and lips and the moisturizing primer, because when I have the dry patches, powder really brings that out. But with the bright lights, it just reflexes kind of pale and porcelain and gives me a nice finish on camera, even if in person it's not the best look. Putting on the powder always shows me where that dryness really is, and apparently it's right on top of my nose right now. Oh my goodness. Right now my really dry spots are that little spot I mentioned earlier, up here on this cheek, and all over my nose. But this side actually looks really good. But again, as I said, you probably won't see any of that because the bright lights and the camera, I think, has an auto, like mild auto filter on it. I'm pretty sure cell phone video cameras have that mild auto filter on it that is automatic unless you go into settings and turn it off, and I never did that. So I'm assuming there's a little bit of filter still going on here. And let's see here, what's next? Next is this. So another thing that's been going on with me is I have been gaining weight. I've started gaining weight again, and that's not good. So after beach week, I'm not going to do this before beach week because there's no point, because there's going to be a lot of alcohol and food and stuff like that at beach week, and I'm not going to try to monitor myself. I know I should, but I'm not going to. But after beach week, I may be starting a little, trying to lose weight at 51 series here on the channel. Well, I'm not 51 yet. I'll be 51 at the end of June, but I'm already planning on it. So I already say I'm 51 because that's only like 2 months away at this point. So by the time I start the series, I'll probably only be like a month away from 51. And I know what I have to do. It's just things I don't like doing. I have to eat better and I have to move more. But I thought if I did a little series, you guys could help keep me accountable, because I'll do like a weekly check-in where I'm like, here are some of the things I ate this week. These are the calories I counted throughout the week. And this is the exercise I did this week. So do something like that so that, you guys can help keep me accountable and on track. Before I started regaining weight, I was already 30 pounds overweight. And now it's getting worse. Well, I was more than 30 pounds overweight. I was like 35 pounds overweight. Because I want to be about 150. About 150 would make me happy. I'm currently at 185, but it's beginning to push up back towards 190. And several years ago, like when I got out of that bad relationship and I lost a bunch of weight, I was over 200 at one point. I just had thrown away my scale, so I didn't know by how much. I just knew when I threw away the scale, I was at 198. And then there was like another year or two after that, me throwing away the scale. So I know I was well over 200 when I got out of that bad relationship. And then I began losing the weight, and I got it down to the 185. And honestly, without not even trying that much. That was just with, I guess, being happier and stuff. Now I'm in that cycle of eating out too much and not exercising enough again. And I don't have like the depressive issues I did the first time that I gained weight. Now I'm just not being conscious of what I'm putting into my body mostly. It's definitely the eating out and the snacking at night. I've been really bad about snacking at night because I do use edibles to help me sleep. And for a while there, I was using edibles more than I should be, not just to help me, yes, still to help me sleep, but not when I necessarily needed them to help me sleep, if that makes sense. I was just doing them almost every night, which led to snacking almost every night, because you do get munchies, and that would be snacking right before bed. So I've cut back on my edibles. Now I try to only take them either when I really can't fall asleep or on a weekend when I just want to really unwind and relax. It's kind of a replacement of back in the day I would drink. So now I just have an edible and relax and watch some TV and then go to bed. So I have been cutting back on my usage of that as well. It's just, I was only using it at bedtime regardless. I can't really socialize on it. It doesn't make me social. It just makes me sleepy. So that's why I don't use it as a social going out sort of replacement for alcohol. So I still drink when I go out, but I just don't go out that often. Okay, that's probably more than you needed to know. I hope that didn't change any of your all's opinion of me there. All right, where are we now? I just put on my, what's that called? Bronzer for contouring. I just did my little bit of contouring. I don't do blush. I'm going through a no blush phase. Like I said, I go through makeup phases. Like for a while, I was doing my eyeshadow different, and then I had a blush phase, and you know, but I do like to put a little bit of highlighter on my upper cheek here. I don't know why. I guess habit at this point, but I like to sparkle a little, but without glitter. I do like to have a little bit of sparkle. Okay, and I just did this white one right here, so sort of just a white shimmer. I guess since I was doing a blue look, I could have gone for the blue one, but I just don't want to overdo the blue here. All right, and we've got to do mascara and lips. So I just bought this new mascara. It is another Essence mascara. It's Without Limit Slash. And I really like it. I like it just as much, maybe even a touch better than the Lash Princess, which has been my favorite for a long time. But I really need to throw away the Lash Princess because I've had this for, I want to say, almost a year now. And I really need to throw this away. And then I've also been using this CoverGirl Clean one that I got in a Walmart beauty box a few months ago. So this one probably is ready for the trash as well. This one, like I said, is new. I just got this one like a week or so ago. So anyway, we're going to put on a layer of this, and then a layer of this, and possibly a layer of this, because I do like to add layers, because I'm not going to do falsies today. And if, as usual, when I go out of frame, I'll be cutting all that out, because I know I go out of frame a lot when I'm doing my makeup, because I'm old and I need to get up close to my mirror. I've gotten to that point where I need two sets of glasses. I need the reading glasses and the distance glasses. So for like when I'm driving, or sometimes even just watching TV, I have to put on the distance glasses. But when I'm trying to see something up close, the distance glasses distort my up close vision. So then I have to grab a pair of the reading glasses. I need to make myself a chainmail glass chain so I can always keep the reading glasses on me. Do two of them and keep both glasses on me so I can switch back and forth. Yes, the real solution to that is bifocals. But I've heard they can be difficult to adjust to, and they're expensive. And I don't currently have any sort of insurance. This is just this new mascara and only one coat. It definitely is a mascara that needs like 2 or 3 coats. I like to mix the mascaras because they have like different types of wands and I feel like they do different things. So next I'm going to do the clean one. I'll have to clean up there. I did get a little of my, oh, and I forgot to do it. It's like I did my under lashes here, but not here. And then I got some mess here, which I'll have to clean up. Ugh. Yeah, it might be time to throw this one away. It's beginning to clump. Okay, going back to this one. And then doing one final layer with the Lash Princess. So the part I'm most worried about with this whole moving thing is the cats. Moving the cats. Like the last time we moved, Jasmine, who was born in my closet in my old place, did not handle the move well. And she got like stress-induced UTI. And it was bad. Well, lately, she got another UTI. And I think we got it under control. I've been treating it, and I think we got it under control. But I think she's just stressed because I've been gone, I think, a little more than usual. And also, like, I've started the process of moving again, and they might remember what that looks like because I'm constantly packing stuff up and taking it out of the house. So I am worried about the cats. Goose does tend to handle change a little bit better, but poor Jasmine. Jasmine's just scared of everything. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of black eyeliner underneath my eye real quick. And then I'm going to put a little more of that white highlighter just in the corner of my eye. Okay. Not sure if there's anything else I wanted to discuss with you guys. I mean, I always remember other things once I sign off. But I think that's about everything. I discussed beach trip. I've discussed moving. I am very stressed about the moving because it's so close now. It's just, and because of the events that happen on each weekend between, you know, like the wedding this weekend, and that's gonna be here before I know it, and then the beach week will be here before I know it, and then I'm gonna have to get all the moving stuff done, and I've got to change my addresses everywhere, and DMV, and you know, all your accounts, and I'm just not looking forward to it. But it's got to get done. It's got to get done, and I got to get this house on the market because that savings is dwindling. I'm cutting it close on that savings. Okay, so I am using this teal blue lipstick that has a little bit of black lipstick on it because I think the last time I wore it, I actually put it over a black lipstick. So it's got a little black mixed in it. And this is a Wet n Wild lipstick. All right, so I think we are done here. Fluff up my hair a little bit. I desperately need to re-dye my hair, but I'm not going to do it until after the beach week because there's no point in putting in fresh dye and then going to the beach and spending all my time in a pool that's just going to bleach it all out. I'm hoping it's vibrant enough to get me through the wedding. I think it is. I think it's, you know, and I've got to redo my roots here soon too. But again, whole process I don't want to do until after the beach week. But I think it's still vibrant enough to get me through the wedding at least. But anyway, so I guess that is it. I'm sure after I say goodbye here, I'll be like, damn it, I forgot to talk about all these things. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, of course, you can give me a thumbs down, and please tell me all about it in the comments below. And please subscribe to the channel. And I hope everyone is just staying happy, healthy, and safe in this incredibly crazy world we're living in. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.